If you can count on one thing Bethesda delivering, it's disappointment. And when it comes to disappointment, honestly, nothing hits home as good as Fallout 76. Every single time Bethesda tries to update this game, and the irony is they actually do that, it gets worse. They break something, they make something worse that people get mad about. It is the most hilarious thing ever. The one thing that Bethesda actually kinda doesn't rise, because everyone in Fallout 76 is an unironic pay pig in Bethesda's opinion, obviously. And they still ruin it so hard. It is hilarious. But granted, again, if you're playing Fallout 76, you don't care about the quality of the game. You're gonna play it no matter what happens. They can break it, they can delete your character, they can take away your microtransactions, and you're probably buying them again. That's just the reality of these things.
What up, guys? Appreciate y'all coming here and checking out this Fallout 76 video. I know my chair is pretty squeaky. I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but I feel like this is important to discuss and try to resolve, especially before we get an influx of a bunch of players coming to Fallout 76 around when the second season of the Fallout TV show comes.
I cannot wait for the second season of the TV show, because Bethesda and Microsoft are probably gonna be put in so much money in the second season, because the season one was an absolute hit. People loved it en masse. The tourists, the people who did not care that it completely takes a giant shit on already established lore in the Fallout universe in general. The tourists, man, they were really something. But they were tourists at the end of the day. When when the Fallout TV show aired, I literally, by the way, did I do a review of every single episode? I think I did most of them. But every time I talked poorly about the show, it being bad, and Lucy and the Ghoul being the only good things about it, a lot of those videos had only roughly 60% upvotes, which is kind of really bad, honestly. But that's because the tourists. And after the season ended, 2 weeks after that, whenever I talked poorly about the show, it was 95% positive reviews for the videos, upvotes and whatnot, because the tourists were gone. They did not care any longer, because the tourists never stick around. Fallout Season 2 is going to be so much smaller and worse than Season 1. It's going to be insane. It's going to ruin Bethesda. And I think there's going to obviously be an influx of people for the new season. But I would not be honestly too surprised or shocked if it was even less than 50% of the previous highs. I think around 50% is reasonable. Because again, I do not believe that the tourists are going to come back. Tourists don't come back. Oh yeah. So, I can't wait for this. This is going to be a major talking point. I'm going to absolutely shit on the show once again, because there's no fucking way it's good. All the good parts of the show have already been eviscerated. The season 1 didn't end, and already all the good parts of the show completely got destroyed. It's a joke. But yeah, I can't personally wait. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see it. It's going to be great.
Out, as some of you may know, it's going to spike. We're going to get tons of new players when that TV show comes out. And there's a serious problem happening right now in Fallout 76 that has been reported by lots of players. A lot of players are truly upset. And in this video, I'm going to be just covering their concerns. And if you guys want, feel free to submit a ticket to Bethesda and say exactly what is happening with your problem, so we could try to get these issues resolved before, once again, we get that influx of players, so players will stick around to the game. I know I'm bringing some negativity to you guys, like, oh my gosh, Raf, what are you talking bad about Fallout 76, bro? Come on, you're not a real fan, bro. Yes, I am! If I wasn't a real fan, I wouldn't.
By the way, whenever you have a franchise or anything where the fan base is like, if you're a real fan, you wouldn't say anything bad about the game. That means you're a retard. No. If you love things, you talk bad poorly about them, okay? only morons don't bring up the negative parts because, oh, the game cannot be bad because I play it and I would not play something so bad. No. No. And by the way, boys, if you think this is hilarious and this is great, then like the video and hype it up on if you're on a mobile device. It takes less than a second. I greatly appreciate all who support me in that way. Absolutely love you. And, well, it makes me happy, and I hope it makes you happy. And if you think these things are important, for example, how poor and shit 76 is, or Bethesda in general, like the video, hype it up, because, well, more people are going to see it. If you think these things are important and more people deserve and need to know about it, then that is the best way to get. I can guarantee you more people are going to see it if you just like the video. Thank you very much, and, well, let's get on with it.
Be discussing this stuff. I'd be like, yeah, it's all rainbows and sunshines, guys. Come on over. You know what I'm saying? No, we got to talk about the bad to make it more polished. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Whew. Here lately, there's been a lot of complaints. Like, it's been worse than usual, actually. It seems like it got worse when they were trying to make it better. But yeah, let's get into this. As always, consider supporting the video with a comment or like. The support helps get the video pushed out more in the algorithm, so this can be talked about more. As you can see here, though, it states Bethesda about the new instability issues people are facing. So yes, some major instability.
Wait, no new instability issues. What about the last instability issues that no one fixed? Are we just piling it up?
Instability is starting to happen in the game after the new camp revamp update specifically, and then they rolled out a patch trying to make it better. Recently, I covered that patch. They did.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. This is your typical Bethesda patch. Barely 3 things done. 2 of them are probably not even actually fixed. 1 is half fixed, and the other one just doesn't work. And Bethesda is probably going to call this a major patch, okay? This for Bethesda is like trying really, really hard, okay? Remember, the average Bethesda major patch is something that a typical good gaming company would not even mention in the patch notes because it's minor stuff. But for Bethesda, something like this is like, holy, someone tried at least to work for 2 hours in that work week to make this thing happen.
Mentioned how they were fixing stability issues, and as you can see, it is still a problem. This, was just announced 2 days ago. It's from this person. I'm about to show you more than just this, though. As you can see here, though, it states, Bethesda about the new instability issues people are facing. Here's what they said. Next, we are honestly not seeing any widespread reports of outages or struggles. So if you're seeing folks with some complaints, please advise them to submit tickets. Submit your tickets, folks. Yes, that's what Bethesda said. Submit your tickets, guys. Tell them about your crashes or what you're experiencing, the glitches, the bugs that you're experiencing. The more they have on their radar, the better.
That's someone's camp, by the way, the giant spider.
Here, let me adjust this a little bit more. Because right now, at least 2 days ago, they're not saying they're not getting a lot of complaints about crashes. But if you go to the Reddit, or if you just check, previous comments of my videos, they're talking about it. And let's just scroll down here within this one Reddit post. Do PlayStation crash reports go to Bethesda or just to Sony, or does a user have to submit directly? Those are console to Sony reports. This is referring to submitting a ticket on Bethesda's website. Sony needs to release these and shame Beth. I bet without a doubt this game blows every other one out of the water just on my submissions alone. I don't know about shaming Bethesda, but, at least make it more.
I'm pretty sure Bethesda is being shamed, but probably not enough, honestly.
More on their radar. The crash reports go to Sony, but should be accessible by Bethesda through a dashboard or portal.
By the way, what does this tell you about the average intelligence of these people? Of Reddit, in general. Like, everyone on Reddit is a fucking mouth breather moron. What does this really tell you? Okay, so, you're playing a game on Sony's platform, and the player base is like, guys, if I report an issue on PlayStation, do you think that goes to Bethesda? Or do you think that goes to Sony? Bro, that is so fucking insane. That is so insane. That is insane. To think that is beyond fucking insane. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. And these are upvoted topics on this goddamn subreddit. This is just not okay. Oh, listen. Maybe eugenics had a point. Okay, maybe we need a little bit of that sweet old good old eugenics because the idiots are just breeding a little bit too hard. It looks like. My God.
They simply aren't looking at them. I don't know if that's true. The problems with submitting a ticket is that the response you get is canned automated support content. Reboot your PS4 or PS5, delete and reinstall your game, clear game data from your console, etc. I've been told that my brand new PS5 had OS issues and I should look at getting the OS updated or reinstalled. It was a week old and I was already on the most updated OS at the time. They do everything but own up to the fact that it is likely their coding that's failing. I hate to be pessimistic, but I'm assuming veteran 76ers like me have stopped submitting Bethesda tickets because we are sick and tired of getting stonewalled when we do. It's simply not worth our time and effort when based on experience. We're going to be giving platitudes and nothing will get fixed or changed. If Bethesda wants errors and crashes reported more often, perhaps they shouldn't give the people willing to submit them the brush off constantly. It seems to be a problem that Bethesda has created for themselves. And keep in mind, this goes on and on. As you can see, there's tons of other people talking about how they are crashing. Yup, I'm on Xbox and I'm working on a list. And it isn't just happening on PlayStation, but it does seem to be worse on PlayStation. Unfortunately, I don't know why. Some people have stated because Bethesda owns Microsoft or whatever, it's like a thing against PlayStation. No, dude, that would just hurt their business. I really don't think that's a thing against Sony or whatever. I really don't think that is happening. That would hurt the business in general. And that's not the only complaint here. Let me go ahead and...
I mean, things like that have happened, but the reality is, yeah, if you do that, you're probably getting anti-competitive suit against you, and that's not definitely worth, well, at least Fallout 76.
Just scroll through some of these. Here's another one. 3 days ago, ever since the update, I've had nothing but instability, lag, and now tonight, 2 disconnects from server within 10 minutes.
Base.
Whew. What's happening? I'm on Xbox Cloud with the Logitech G Cloud. Never had any issues until the newest update.
The hell? Xbox Cloud, and then you need a Logitech G Cloud? Is Logitech even still around? I mean, my speakers are Logitech, but still.
And now it's pure instability. I've seen others posting about it too. Anyone know what's going on? So yeah, that's the reason why I'm talking about this, guys. It is important to talk about things and just, instead of just ignoring them and acting like they're not happening, because once we get that influx of players and they start experiencing these instability issues that the game is currently having, I don't think they're going to stick around. They're going to be like, wow, I'm crashing a lot. This blows. Gonna move on to something else, you know? And I want the best for this game. Like, I played Fallout 76 literally since the beta. I've been playing...
By the way, I love this so much. This has been an issue since the beginning of the game. Look. See? When you sit down, it clips. This has been an issue since the beginning of the game, and I mean, how long has it been and it's still not fixed? Probably Bethesda is not even planning to fix it. That's the funniest part about this.
Since the beta. I've been playing since the beginning. You can go back through the history of my videos and you'll find out I've been uploading since 2018 over Fallout 76. So,
though you have to admit the no clipping stuff when people are making the camps is pretty good. But granted, I did expect that because you need to understand. The people left playing this game all are very, very much hardcore into the camp building, for the most part. Like, that is probably the strongest and biggest Fallout 76 community, because every game's endgame in reality is just, skins and style and collections and whatnot. And there's no bigger collection than camp in Fallout 76.
I'm not trying to trash the game and get it to do worse. I'm trying to get it to do better. And we need to, report these problems that are happening. Please submit a ticket to Bethesda. If you don't know how, I'll have a link down below in the description to where you can submit your tickets to Bethesda on their website. So you just click that link and then submit a ticket to them. Talk about the error or the technical difficulty you are having, especially with these crashes. Anyways, carrying on here, look at this. On this same post about talking about how they're having problems on the Xbox Cloud with the Logitech G Cloud, this says, well, us PlayStation people had to get the stability boost from somewhere. There's only so much of that to go around. Ditto on the Xbox Series X. The lag has been really bad since the update, and I'm constantly freezing and getting the server not responding message popping up or just straight up disconnected. It's been like playing a flip book at any event where a few people show up. And yeah, that's been another thing that I've been seeing people talking about, crashing during the raids. Like, can you imagine you're almost done with the raid or something, and you just crash and you leave your team behind, and your team may need you, or you just lose out on those rewards because you crashed, especially during the end of the event that you may have stuck around to, like eviction notice for another example. I can totally feel the pain from the crashes that players are experiencing. That would just suck. Me personally, I haven't been playing consistently as I used to, so I haven't been really seeing crashes as much, just because I don't play as much as I used to. I'm about to be getting back into it a lot. I'm about to be playing a lot. I'm actually about to be streaming here soon. I'm going to announce when I'm going to start streaming again on Twitch as well as my YouTube. Sometime here in the future, I'll be announcing that, but that's besides the point. I'm not trying to get too much into detail about that, but I will be streaming again.
Wait, is that frog sounds? I think it's frog sounds.
Soon, playing this game consistently like I used to. But I've been keeping up with the news. I've been keeping up with the Reddits, and then this has been a problem that I've been seeing people.
Yeah, you see stuff like this, okay? People making the bases are going to be making some pretty cool stuff. But that's it. That's the only good positive thing about 76 that can be said. Everything else is just garbage dumpster fire.
People post about, like, this isn't the only thing. I just showed you 2 posts. Well, here's another one. Ugh, Bethesda, can you please fix the dang stability issues on PlayStation? This is getting ridiculous. Hang on, I gotta let my dog out.
By the way, you need to understand this. You're probably looking 7 days, 3 days ago, and whatever. How many people do you think are on this godforsaken subreddit? Not a lot. Not a lot at all, in fact.
So yeah, and he once again talks about it. The stability issues have been an issue on PlayStation for years, and not a dang thing has been done about it. It's frustrating when you have these awesome community events that get everyone joining in, but the constant freezes and crashes in those events are so unbelievably frustrating. It makes you want to shut the game off, dude. Man.
By the way, this is HD graphics. This is not some kind of. This is how the game looks.
Just that statement right there, I can feel it. So yeah, anyway, scrolling down here, here's what someone said specifically. They're not going to read this. I think they only participate in their Discord, so need to complain there or on their support website, unfortunately. So this person says, so the literal hundreds of crash reports I've sent to PlayStation, including the videos of every crash, aren't sent to Bethesda as well. And 3 more replies.
They are, unless Bethesda said we don't care, don't send them to us even.
Aren't sent to Sony, but Bethesda can access them. Whether or not they bother is another matter. Nope, they are sent to Sony, and Sony is probably not interested in fixing a Microsoft game. I wouldn't expect Sony to fix it. Man, so it boils down to, like, is Sony...
It's not even Sony's fault. It's probably the game is just not optimized to even work on Sony shit. This game has never actually worked properly to begin with, so, you know...
Like, against Fallout because it is a Microsoft game, I don't know. Because, that makes me question it, really. It's odd that it happens the most, though, on PlayStation. Anyways, here's another person. I'm on Xbox and I'm having a weird glitch where I can't find a world. It just says finding world forever unless I quit the game and relaunch, and it will still happen even after that sometimes. I never had this issue before either. Always something new and annoying. And once again, you scroll through...
a lot of people are effectively mad about this. It's hilarious. But again, they are pay pigs at the end of the day. No, seriously, literally, most of these people are the quintessential pay pig that you would want in your games. It's 10 out of 10. In any case, that was Black Rifle Gaming. 10 out of 10. Bye-bye.